Well, I can see that you would like to play with the bag at this particular point in the day when I'm just about to make a vlog, but
those vegan guys. I thank you.
she'll bring the bag over here, and then she'll want me to open the bag so she can get in the bag, and then I can hold her while she's in the bag. Or she might just settle there and lick the bag. Would you want to bring the bag to me with your special paw action that you use sometimes? It's my cat Isis, by the way, for those of you who are new to the channel and don't know. This is a very conventional opening to a vlog. Not always done the best way or professionally. Quite on the fly, really. Unscripted, unedited. Kinda might cut some bits out, but I don't retake. Anyway, hi, I'm Paul, one of those vegan guys. Down there playing in an Ocado bag is our cat Isis. Check her out on the channel. She's got her own vlog. Only one. She bamboozles hours enough. Anyway, today I needed a chat, not coffee. Not coffee. This. Come on, you can do it without me touching the screen. Honestly. There we go. Clever girl. Start. Bought it from Ocado. See, you managed to do that on your own, didn't you? So yeah, I needed a kitchen chat. I've really been in the doldrums the last couple of weeks. I'm not going to lie about that. I've been really down. December and January were fabulous. Too much. We took on too much again. Don't forget Jason works a separate job to what we do on YouTube. So December and January were incredibly busy, but they were a taste of what it would be like if we were both full-time YouTubers, and it felt good. And so, you know, I need to manifest that more. I've been needing a lot of soul food just lately because of aforementioned. December and January were fabulous, and then they suddenly ended, and I came down from Veganuary hard. Hi baby. Hey there. Hey there. I came down from Veganuary hard because we worked hard throughout January to do as many vlogs as we possibly could in order to help people who might be new on the journey and who just might stick around at the end of it. And the essence of all of this is about the animals. It's always about the animals. So yeah, I came down hard, really hard, and just got really kind of down in the dumps and all the usual, you know. I'm sure that these self-depreciating thoughts only get worse as you get older. I'm 52 now, and you know, because I'm overweight, because I've got this growth on my face, this is causing me a lot more psychological stuff than I've given it credit for before, and I've acknowledged that recently. And it's because, and I don't blame people when I'm talking to people, they look at it And so I'm constantly conscious. I'm constantly aware that there's this thing on my face that the dermatologist is supposed to be getting me in for to cut off and test, which was months ago. Was that August? October? I can't even remember. The NHS is in crisis in this country at the moment. But it is something I should probably chase up. So yeah, I came down hard. And then Jason was back at work, you know, his normal kind of routine, which he had been really throughout January, but we'd been nailing it in January, and so there was a lot of spending time together and vlogging and, you know, having fun, and because we both love to do that. So I came down hard, and then, you know, I've got issues with the weight at the moment, and that's the whole thing with me as well, personally, because food is a real comforter for me, and perhaps a bit too much of a comforter for me. I reach for food as a comforter. I don't eat much. I do snack occasionally, but I don't eat much beyond my breakfast, lunch and evening meal. But still, you know, I want comfort, and I find comfort sometimes in the wrong things, in fatty foods and in breads, and, you know, and I'm fully aware of that. So then another part of me is like, right, okay, so if you want to be a bit relaxed on the food front and do that slowly and gradually, then up your exercise. Okay, I'll start walking more. It's rained for the last bloody fortnight, it feels like, here. Like every single day there's been some element of rain. However, what I've got to learn to do more is not allow all of that negative thought to bundle up together into a big, you know, boxing glove and come and punch me in the face. Which is what I allow to happen too much sometimes. I'm HSP, I'm a highly sensitive person. I'll tell you when it was. A couple of days ago, I watched the recent episode of Panorama about the dairy industry from the BBC. If you haven't seen it, if you're already vegan, you don't need to. If you're HSP, a highly sensitive person, don't watch it. Fairly warned is fairly armed. Don't watch it. You don't need to. You're already vegan. But I watched that in full. And afterwards, to try and take my mind off it, I started watching random current affairs, politics. And by the end of this watching frenzy, I sat down on the sofa, and the ball of emotion in me was so huge, and I felt its brevity, that had I let it out, I'm not sure where it would have gone. So I had to let a little bit of it out. HSP. So I'm learning, trying to learn, to watch what I intake. I don't need to know the realities of the dairy industry, because I already do, but I watched it anyway. I watched it as a YouTuber. Trigger warning, I'm about to say something about animal cruelty. So turn the volume down if you don't want to hear it, and I'll put my hand up when it's done. Okay? there was a part in the panorama thing filmed at a Welsh dairy farm, where they were trying to move this cow, and he's using a you know, some kind of farm, like a little digger or something with hanging things on it so that they could pick her up, and instead of having that at 2 points, it was just at 1 point, under under her hind legs, and so as they were dragging her away, her face was on the floor. And then there was another part in it where there was a cow that was in severe physical and mental trauma and at death's door, but the slaughterman couldn't come, and so she was left like that, just kind of lied on hay. For 24 hours. And people think that's normal. And all of that comes about, and all the stuff that I was watching kind of after I'd seen it, all the politics and the current affairs and all of that happens is because people allow it to happen and buy into it and support it, and we humans who allegedly care for each other vote in people with hate in their hearts, nothing but hate, power-hungry narcissists and morons who incite and fuel hate, and people thrive on it. And sometimes I can't handle it. I can't handle any of it, but I have to. I have to handle it, because I have to be a voice, because I'm not going to allow this world to continue with all of these things normalized as if they're okay, as if that's all right, without my 2p. And this is part of my 2p. Should there be, you know, a YouTube in 10 years time, I want those people in their 20s and 30s who were in their 20s and teens right now to know that that we gave a shit, that some of us really gave a shit, and were trying balls to what people think about men crying, because there'll be somebody who's thinking, look at that weak fella crying. Oh, if only more men did. If only more men allowed themselves to feel the rainbow of emotions that women do. I had a beautiful thing the other day that women's emotions were like the keys on a piano. Some of them are beautiful and some of them not so much, but they can create the most beautiful melodies and harmonies together. And men's are a bit more linear, but not by, that's not what's the word, god damn it, genetic. That's learned behaviour. I'm fully in touch with my emotions. It's when I need to cry something. Hello? When I need to cry something out, I'll cry it out. I'll let it out of my system. I will deal with it. And so, I don't know if you've ever discovered, by the way, Thoraya on YouTube. You know what I said about watching what you consume? Because I need to be careful what I consume. Because I believe in a world that only some of us do. And it'll never be unless everyone believes in it. Anyway, so I was looking for things. And I just happened upon this beautiful video from Thoraya. I'm going to link the channel there because if you need some soul food, and I watched this beautiful video where two sets of strangers, them two and them two, were brought in front of the camera but sat facing away from each other, and I think they were, you know, a little bit of a distance apart. Well, they were a little bit of a distance apart, and they talked. They just talked. One of the emotional again. One of the things that they asked each other, which was beautiful, was how are you really? Not just how are you. How are you really? Anyway, it was a beautiful video, and I've kind of been binging on her channel over the last few days, and I suppose part of seeing those people share, so many people sharing so many different and beautiful stories, or hard stories, or, you know, difficult things that they've held in for a long time, or so many things, so much beautiful humanity on display, that it made me remember that I need to deal with my stuff as well. I can't just crash down so hard after Veganuary and not fight to pick myself back up and not acknowledge what it is that I believe is keeping me down, because nothing really is. And so here I am. I find myself wanting to chat with you lovelies out there, so that if you're feeling like, if you're feeling a bit heavy and helpless and hopeless, me too, babes. I don't mean babes in a sexy way, I mean babes as in just, that's a term I use for a human I love, and I love you, of course I do. I know you do. Thank you. Thank you. Because this channel, to me, and these video, whatever video we do, Tuesdays meals uploads, or shopping vlogs throughout Veganuary, or our once a weekly live, or, you know, the allotment vlogs when we get the weather to do it, whatever I do, this has been, and I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it while it's true, this has been such therapy for me, over the last couple of years. Incredible therapy, allowing me to connect with so many people around the world and help and share and be heard and be seen and listen and hear. You know, you can knock YouTube for many things, but to give us this platform to connect in this way with so many people around the world is an amazing thing. And I love YouTube for that. And you people, you are the people that remind me that, yeah, there are those people who will buy into the hate and the hurt. That covers everything right there, be it politics, animal agriculture, climate change, the hate and the hurt. Those people who buy into that, some of them are really scared and uninformed and want a way to kind of lash out. Fuck the man. But they're supporting the man while they do it. Anyway, you remind me that yes, there are a lot of people like that, but there's a lot of people like you as well, maybe even more so. And we're all fighting our own little personal battles, whatever they may be. Mine are really physical health, weight, self-confidence. Those two things are huge for me at the moment, and so I'm dealing with them. You know, I do my time on the bike, I do my sit-ups, I do my press-ups. The food will get there, it will get there. You've probably seen in meals vlogs actually, started having less pre-packaged and, you know, convenience food, and having more meals that are made from scratch at home, even if I have them with something that's, you know, you'll have seen it in the meals vlogs if you've been watching the meals vlogs for the last couple of months. I think the thing is about to tick over. It's about to do that thing. So anyway, this whole vlog is about unboxing feelings, but it's also about unboxing beautiful things as well. And I want to say a massive thank you to Helen for this beautiful bread bin. I knew what it was as soon as it arrived. It was from our wish list, and it said on the box what it was. And the old one's there, ready to take down to the allotment and make into a bug hotel. Look at that, it's beautiful. So I opened that this morning. Recently from Ashley I unboxed, I can't remember what it's called, Ashley. It's like a caterpillar belt that you put on, and it's got a weight on a string dangling from the centre of it that moves all the way around, so you can do hula hoops. And I want to thank Karen Weigel as well for sending us some lovely seeds. These are all things like from our wish list, or things added to things from our wish list. Oh well, the thing from Ashley wasn't. Ashley's got one. She was like, oh Fatsy, use this. She didn't say that. She said we'll do this together. We will, Ashley, at some point soon. I got a lot of stuff I need to wash up here, and I'm not finished yet. Before it does its thing where it clicks over, I want to stop it and then I'll start it again in a minute. Sorry, this is a long one. Right, let's get this baby finished off, shall we? Now I know there are other things to unbox. I know, for example, Holly sent some oat milk, but we haven't opened that yet. It's in the hallway. There's another little thing, and there's something arrived today as well from you, Ashley B. That's in there and all. But the things I've opened are the exercise thing from Ashley. the beautiful bread bin and the seeds from Karen Weagle. So thank you, ladies. You know, those little gifts from that that day that I opened the exerciser from you, Ashley, that was a little pick-me-up day. And then of course Isis has had the box ever since. She's crazy about it. The day I opened the seeds from Karen Weagle, I was like, oh, that's a beautiful little set of seeds. Karen, I'm not sure if you sent the ones before that, the tomato seeds too. You sent that beautiful box of seeds. But thank you, because again, that made my day. And then that this morning, being able to do that and open it and sort it out and get it there, and you know, beautiful. Just beautiful, beautiful humans doing beautiful things, and it's so massively appreciated. I can't honestly thank you enough, guys. All of you are such bloody lovely people, and you've been an utter, see, I said godsend, but I'm not religious at all, so whatever the atheist version of godsend is, that's what you've been to us both, but in particular me, because I more than I ever thought it was possible for me to do, have suffered terribly with my mental health over the last 5 years, and it's come on leaps and bounds. This is after the robbery. I'm sure most of you already do not know I'm back by now, but if you don't, check out this short version. Lovely Gorgie man did it. So yes, I'm trying to keep myself in check. I've heard about this little thing that you do where it's like a manifestation kind of thing. I haven't got the full gist of it yet, but I heard this spoken by someone else in a video on that latest channel I was talking about before, Thoraya, about this like a diamond. So you imagine a diamond like this, okay, and then at the top here, this is fire and this is grounding you, so you ground yourself where you are now. So it is the Wednesday the 16th of February 2022. I'm sat in my kitchen in Oldham in England on planet Earth. There's the grounding. And then you come down to this other corner. Hang on a minute. I jotted the bits down so I won't forget them. This is what I do, you see. But I saw this and I thought, well, I like that. That's a powerful thought process. So this point here now is thought. So that's where what do you want to manifest? So I want to manifest Jason and I being able to be YouTubers and other filmmakers full time, because it's a real passion of ours and it's the way that we stay creative and connected. So that's what I want. I want us to be, we already are successful YouTubers. I'm not taking anything away from that. I would like to be much more successful on YouTube. That's air. Bottom one, water. Feeling. How does it feel? Like, physically feel to be that thing. So I'm slimmer and I'm healthier and I'm happier. I'm in even more control of my negative emotions and my PTSD, I suppose. I'm with my wonderful husband, who is also happy and healthy, and maybe we live in a slightly better house and we have a slightly better car, or maybe even a camper van, and it feels good and we feel contented and happy that we're there, and we feel creative and inspired and wanting, and we're planning and doing a lot, and we love it. So that's how it feels fully. And then this final corner, earth. So that's the sensation again about the full feeling of it. The water one is about the physical feeling. How does it physically feel? This is about the sensation. How does this feel now mentally? How does it feel to be in this place where you want to be? How does that feel? And then you let it go. And it's like putting your order in. Imagine putting your order in with a waiter. You know that when you put your order in, it's going to come. You don't sit at the table saying, will it come? Will the meal come? Is it going to come? You don't do that. But you do that with the things that you want to manifest, like I just described. So you have to believe in it, you have to feel it, you have to fully feel it, and then you have to let it go. And that's you putting in your order. And then you wait. I love that. I love stuff like that. Even, you know, some people will be like, oh, hippie shit. But there's a lot to be said about positive thinking. I can really pull myself out of the doldrums, just by being positive. Not necessarily about where I'm at right now, but it might be about where I've been or where I'm going. Because that's another kind of trick I use sometimes as well. And if you're reasonably new to the channel, you won't be aware of this. But connecting with your past and your future selves is sometimes very important. Like, I once wrote a letter to my 12-year-old self, and that was a very powerful thing to do. What would I, as an adult, say in a letter to my 12-year-old self? Would there be any warnings? Would there be, you know? And what I wrote was a very supportive letter saying, yeah, that there are things to watch out for, but believe in yourself more, kid. And of course, I wish I'd have been there at the time to send myself that letter. I wish I would have, at 12-year-old, I've had the capacity to read it and really kind of get it in my head and believe it. By the way, while I was restarting, I drank my entire cup of chai because it was lukewarm, and I thought, just neck it, Beryl. So I did. So yeah, I needed this today, and I'm sorry if this has been I'm sure if it's been a downer for anybody, you've already gone, and hopefully there have been some tips in there that will help you. So put your eye on your future self and who they are and what position they're in. Are they thinner, happier, in a better job? Who are they? What are they shouting back to you? What do they know you need to do to get there? And listen to them. That's another one. I have to remember all because I can get very grounded, too grounded by the world sometimes. And the realities of the world and what feel like the inevitabilities of the world and all of that. But then I'm in the world. I'm a human. If I have the capacity, this capacity, to deal with the things I'm dealing with, to analyse myself, to work out methods that will help me get through, to use little mind tricks even, if I have the capacity to do this, to be empathic, to care about other people, genuinely care about other people and beings, every being on the planet. So can you. Everybody can. Whether they've chosen to or not is a whole other matter, but they can. And so I cling to that too. Because maybe it is just about leading by example. I'm a 52-year-old big gay man living in Oldham, married to my husband, overweight, dark circles under my eyes, thin growing on my face, contact lenses in because my eyes are slowly failing me. These are all things that are family kind of things. I've had tooth loss because of bruxism, but that's not all I am. I'm a fighter for the animals, and I run a great YouTube channel with my lovely husband, and I'm a great drag queen when I get the chance to perform. And I'm a really, really good writer. I read through my first play a couple of weeks ago, laughed and cried my eyes out. So proud of that piece of work, every single one of me. And you know, so if I'm getting the feelings like, you're old, you're fat and you're newt, I'm like, I'm wise, a little bit portly, and everything, darling. Hello. Hello. Hello, love. Come. Well, you're the one meowing at my feet, as I think people just want to say a quick hello, that's all. Just a really quick one. You know why? Because you're gorgeous. There's the thumbnail kid right there. God, you're beautiful. I love you. I love you, kid. So yeah, Prattle City will soon be over. We're back to you this weekend with Saturday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday. So it's mukbang. It's, yeah, we're proper getting the tail end of Storm Dudley here. Hey Ollie, I'm glad we've postponed till next week, love. Would have been bloody horrible. Awful. Do you want to bring the bag to me, darling? Here. Here. There we go. There we go. So that's me to hold one handle of the bag. And then she puts some of the wet nose on that hand. Then she gets in the bag. And then we lift her in the bag. Oh, we love. And then she noses the inside of the bag. She loves that. And you could carry her around like that for half an hour and she'd be so happy. Wouldn't you, baby? You'd be so happy, wouldn't you? Yes. Crazy baby. She's a crazy baby. There you go. There you go. And now you've seen another one of the things that can ground me in a good way in a minute. This crazy, crazy fur baby who we absolutely adore. Right, I will get off now. I have prattled for quite long enough and I'm very aware of that. Thank you though for being there to hear me, knowing that I have this platform to be able to share. I don't want to burden Jason with all of this stuff when he comes in from work. He's fully aware of what's going on with me. You know, he's incredibly supportive. But sometimes you just need to say it all of it. you know, just in one go, and have your positive little moments. So I've got my, you know, I've got my manifestation in order. I've seen and felt and fully realised a dream, and I've let it go. And I'm going to continue working on myself, because I matter and because I'm worth it. That's needing to be my own best friend right there. Yeah, but it's true, I matter and I'm worth it. If I'm not happy at the weight I'm at now, there's only me can change it. Using food as comfort isn't sensible, and I'm aware of that, and now I need to work on it, and I am working on it, as aforementioned. It's just about, so I'm on a journey. I'm on a journey towards a better me, and even in some ways the old me, because the me of 6 years ago was a very different guy before the robbery. Or it took more than I care to acknowledge, but we built. Oh, I nearly said build back better then. Oh, it's all right. Is that a Democrat thing? I don't like Republican mantras. I'm sorry, Republicans, but look at your party. What's going on? All them folks saying daft things. I'm sick of it. Just like this party and this country and the Conservative Party. There, I got my political griping at the end. Anyway, and now I will stop. Thank you. Thank you for listening. I hope that something in this has resonated with you too. I hope that you check out Thraya's channel for some soul food. What a beautiful human being that she there. I don't know their identity, so I'll say she there. Can you hear the wind? Very windy. Very windy, very rainy. I love you very much indeed. Know that. And thank you so much for listening. Why are you being beautiful over there? She sat on the kitchen shelf looking right at me, doing her Lady Di eyes. She reminds me of Lady Di sometimes. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all I can say really, isn't it? Thank you. If this hasn't been your thing, don't watch them in future. I'm very raw in my kitchen. I'm very real in my kitchen. No contrived, edited stuff, because that's not sharing to me. This was sharing. Thank you for letting me. Use the comments down there to share yourself. See how many people you touch, how many people resonate with your story. We'll get through this together. This is a beautiful planet, and it is at least half full of beautiful people who are fully aware that it's a beautiful planet. Keep that one, and I will too. And now help us to become the YouTubers that I've just manifested, if you please. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up. Maybe share it with someone that you know might resonate with it. Don't allow your emotions to control you. Let yourself feel them and let them out. And then, okay, I've allowed myself to feel that. All right, now pull back from it. That's what I have to do. It works. You sow it. I love you. Thanks so much for watching. Look after yourself. I'll see you again soon. And until then, please be excellent to yourself and each other. Extra long kiss. Bye, loves.